endorsements, radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Hello, W4CY listeners. My name is Nitzan Mosri, and I am the Traveling Investor. This is where you're going to learn how to master your mind, body, and wallet. I'm an entrepreneur, coach, and investor, and I've spent my life studying and following the habits and mindsets of highly successful people. With that knowledge, I've created a lifestyle business where I live life on my own terms. I'm on a mission to share my knowledge to help you live life on your terms. I'm Nitzan Mosri, the Traveling Investor, and thank you for joining me as we dive into real, raw, authentic, and inspiring conversations with people from around the globe who are making an impact.
It's the best way to figure something out.
What's happening, travelers? Nitzan Mosri, the Traveling Investor, and I'm here with my boy, Tom Zames, philosopher extraordinaire. We want to say hi to everybody out there in the social media world and to everybody out here on W4CY.com. Before we go any further, do me a favor, go to YouTube, go to the Traveling Investor page, click subscribe, like videos, share them, comment. I need a few more to get to 100 so I can get my URL, man. So come on.
I will do that tonight.
Yeah, he keeps saying that every week. See, this is why I haven't been able to get to 100, because people like him, tomorrow.
I'm gonna.
Right?
It's gonna happen.
How am I going to hold you accountable to make it happen?
It's gonna happen.
I'm going to call you tonight.
Please.
Okay, around 9 o'clock, and say, all right, do it now.
By 9 o'clock, if it hasn't happened, text me. Please.
Excellent.
And I will do it.
That's it, man. So so do that for me. What else are we talking about? What else did wow, I just went blank. Okay, anyway.
There's a lot to talk
go
about.
to social media. Check out Tom Zames as well. He does a lot of live on Facebook.
Yeah.
And he's got some good things to say and whatnot.
I might go live tonight.
He's going to go live tonight. What's happening, Calvin, out there? What's happening, Caesar, as well? Guys, let us know where you're listening in from. Let us know where you're listening in from, because we love to connect with our listeners, right? So if you're watching us on W4CY, let us know. If you're watching us on Facebook, let us know as well. And whatnot. Oh, what I wanted to mention also is that I'm starting a 6-week master class on how to buy apartment complexes so that you can set yourself up for life with passive income.
Excellent.
Who likes passive income? Raise your hand.
I need some of that passive income.
I love passive income, right? What's passive income, you ask? Passive income is when you buy a property, let's say, and you rent it out to someone, and then every month you get a check without doing anything. That's passive income. I got, check this out. I got one check here. That's rent. And another one over here, right? And that's called mailbox money.
Mailbox money.
Because you go to the mailbox and you get money.
Not bills. You get money.
You get money. You get bills too. Yeah. But the point is that you have more income coming in than you do your bills. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And I like to do it. You know, people kind of, I need any income at this point. Yeah. So hook up with me, Calvin. Let's go. I talk to people and I tell them it's so easy. All you got to do is find a way, and I can show you many different ways on how to buy a single family home, a duplex, a quad, a 10 unit, a 20 unit with your money, someone else's money. And then you can take that income against every single one of your expenses.
Yeah.
Right. So let's say your light bill is, your electric bill is $400 a month, and your water bill is $300 a month. Right. And your food bill is, let's say $1,000 a month. So what do we say over there? It's like $1,700.
Yeah.
So you got to find a property that after expenses and mortgage, it'll give you $1,700. Or you can find one that'll give you $500, and another one that'll give you $600, another one will give you $800. And then slowly, all your bills are paid for every single month. So now you're not stressing out on life.
Yeah.
And now you can take a breath. You can look at things. You can look left. You can look right. And you can figure out what it is exactly you want to do, where your passions lie, and start working on them. because now you've got your bills taken care of for you. So imagine that concept, right? We were never taught that concept in school.
No.
Why?
I'm learning that almost everything we were taught is either wrong or a lie. But I digress.
You know?
Yeah. I don't think the curriculum's set up for us to thrive.
You know, the curriculum was set up, 50, 60, 100 years ago, when it was set to create employees to become pieces of the bigger machine, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
For GM Motors, for Ford, right? The whole mindset was, right, go out and get an education so that you can get the job, right?
Yeah.
But now those jobs, right, you can, there's the education aspect of it is, we all need to know how to do 2 + 2 is 4. And if we want to get into some more science and math, then we should move forward on that, right? If I know what 2 + 2 is 4, and today we have technology that does most everything for us, right? And I see with my kids, you don't need to spend that much time teaching them what the square root of 92 and what is the cosine of x minus.
Never.
No, just Google it.
Never will use that ever in
just
life.
Google it today. Everything you can Google. You Google, you go on whatever engine you want, and you can find information today about everything and anything. So the education system has to change.
Yeah. The word employment, right? So I'm starting to learn a lot about words and what they really mean. So look at the word employment. In the middle of it, you have ploy. It's a ploy.
It's a ploy.
When you're employed, it's a ploy.
It's a ploy.
You are employed. So
that's right.
Take that for what you want.
Dr. Kronos over here says fundamentals. Yes, we need to learn fundamentals, right? But don't waste my kids' time on things that they're never going to use, right? And if they want to, then they can advance in that, right? They can move forward. We all need basic math and basic reading, and we need to excel in that, right? But I'm talking about all the other stuff that is time wasted. Why does my daughter or anybody's kid, not saying mine, I'm not talking about mine, but if they don't want to be a writer, why should they spend 4 years of writing class to learn how to write if they don't want to be a writer, and they're not going to write more than a report that is maybe a page and a half, 2 pages in life, right? If that's what they want to do, then they should go after it, right? But they don't teach us these methods of thinking for ourselves, because right, if they taught people how to think for themselves, then all these big companies and corporations wouldn't be around today, because nobody would give up 50, 60 years of their life to get a watch and then get kicked out.
Yeah, they wouldn't fit in with the ploy.
They wouldn't fit in, right? So one of my goals for making money, and why I want to make money, so that I can go out and create a school for entrepreneurs. And not necessarily a school for entrepreneurs where we're just teaching, like these adults, but really taking kids from a young age and cultivating them individually. And this is not going to be a school that has hundreds and hundreds of kids or thousands of kids. It's going to be very, very low. And I want people to have scholarships, and I want them to come to school for free. This is not going to be a money-making thing. This is going to be a life-changing thing, where kids can actually go and develop, become themselves, and learn and flow through music and art and science, right? And go through life, their education process, learning about them and learning about what they want in life and how they can contribute and be a positive force in life, rather than just sitting down and learning, hey, 2 + 2 is 4. Remember that for the test. And then after the test, it's gone. Right?
Learning about life, the things that you actually need in life.
Absolutely. How to communicate properly with people so that they can understand what it is you're thinking, right? So that you can actually get what it is that you want from a place of employment, right? A place of where you want to work, where you get a job, or if you're going to negotiate deals, or you're in a relationship with people, with friends and family and whatnot. So the real items that we need to learn to be real human beings, right? Because today with information at our fingertips, you don't need to go to school to be a business owner. You don't need you can do everything online. You can get almost all the school criteria and curriculum online today.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. If I wanted to do online marketing, I would find an online marketing guru that's proven and pay $5,000 or $10,000 for his course, and then that would be it.
Right, and then go find somebody who does what you want them to do, and hire them.
That's not what we're taught. Yeah,
but that's not what we're taught.
You're going to reshape the structure. You're going to,
I want to create a school.
Yeah,
I want to create a learning environment. Right. Obviously, it's a private learning environment, so we can teach whatever it is we want. Right. The kids will come out knowing how to read, how to write, how to do math, and everything, how to use technology that's there for them today to become successful. But the way they're taught and the mindset that they're taught, and you can become an entrepreneur at the age of 10, and by the time you're 20, you'll be a multi-millionaire. So why not teach these kids this option? Right? Because if you think about it, why is it that we're getting an education? It's so that we can get a job, so that we can feed ourselves. But what if I teach you to feed yourself at the age of 10?
Hallelujah.
What if I can show you how to feed yourself at the age of 15? So now I'm working with my daughters, and I saw somewhere, and that's why I love social media also, is because you can see things on social media that inspire you, that are like, wow. So I saw this one post that said, don't treat your children like employees by giving them money for chores. Treat them like billionaires. He goes, I give my daughter $20 every time she reads a book. So now I gave my daughter, the first book I gave my daughter was, it's Chris Voss, How to Negotiate as If Your Life Depended on It.
Oh, I heard that was good.
Great book. She read it. She gave me a report on it. It was awesome. Gave her $20. Now I gave her Think and Grow Rich, and we're gonna sit. We're gonna talk about that. That's $20. I gave my younger daughter.
She might be a professional book reader,
dude. But if she learns things from this, right, and she understands the concepts, and she rereads them, and she grows with them, and she implements them, right. I want her to implement these things, right. My other daughter, I gave her The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari.
Is that good? I never
Great
heard
book.
that one. Yeah,
great book. Right. Yes.
Will you give me $20 if I read that?
I'll give you $20 if you read. I'll give you $20 if you read that. If you give me 10% of all the profit you make after reading it.
You got it.
Right.
And then give me $20 for subscribing to your YouTube channel.
There you go. Right.
Maybe then I'll remember.
Absolutely. Anyway, guys, on Facebook, do me a favor. Go to YouTube. Go to the Traveling Investor YouTube channel. Click subscribe. Like my videos, share my videos, get the word out, because I am looking to make a difference in people's lives. I want to show you how to create passive income so that you can create memories with your family, so that you can go out and give them the best things in life, and not worry about, where's the next meal coming from, or, I can't pay my bills and be stressed. Yeah. We're not here to be stressed.
No.
Right. And I want to build this school. I really want to build a school. I want to do it with my own money. I want to do it with funds, with capital that we're going to raise, and really make it an incredible place for people to grow. And it won't be just for kids. Mm-hmm. It could be for adults also that want to come and learn and understand. And,
because we were never taught this stuff.
We were never taught this. Right.
I will say this, though. Your content is very good. So go subscribe to this YouTube channel. I've seen all his videos. It's very good content.
Awesome.
Very good.
Thank you. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We're going to listen to some of our sponsors. But what you can't see here on Talk4 TV, but you can on Facebook, because you can see the cards over here. Okay. When we come back, I've got a question about something that I've been throwing it back and forth like this. Ooh. So we're going to ask the cards, and we'll see what they say. All right. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You're listening to The Traveling Investor on W4CY Radio. Please take a moment to listen to the sponsors who have a secret message just for you. Don't leave. The best is yet to come. The Traveling Investor will be right back.
I wanna be rich. Oh, I wanna be rich.
Behind everything you're searching for is something you're actually looking for. When you search with the real Yellow Pages, you get more than a contractor. You get a whole new curb appeal. It's not just getting directions to a dry cleaner with YP.com. It's rescuing an old favorite from the back of the closet. And it's more than finding a locksmith with YP.com on your mobile. It's getting to sleep in your own bed. Whatever it might be, there are more ways to search and more ways to find exactly what you're looking for with the real yellow pages, YP.com, and YP.com on your mobile, only from AT&T.
Fiesta Pet Deli, South Florida's original and only fresh food deli for pets. We carry a full line of products like Bravo, Nature's Variety, and BioComplete. We have FDA-approved meals that are prepared daily. Stop by our brand new store located at Sample Road and the Turnpike in the Festival Flea Market in Pompano, Florida, or call 954-971-2500. Check us out online at www.realfoodforpets.com. If your pet's overweight, suffers from skin problems, or you suspect food allergies, we have the solution. We also carry a large variety of pet strollers, bedding, apparel, collars, leashes, natural chews, and grooming supplies. Veterinarian owned and operated, Fiesta Pet Deli's mission is to help every pet owner have the healthiest pet they possibly can. Call us today for local deliveries or shipping throughout the United States. Call Fiesta Pet Deli today at 954-971-2500. That's 954-971-2500.
Hey, this is Rebel Medler. Join me for In Your Face on W4CY.com, Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You are now tuned into W4CY Radio, entertainment at your fingertips.
I wanna be rich.
Attention listeners, we are preparing once again for takeoff, so please return to your seats as W4CY Radio welcomes back your real estate guru, the traveling investor, Nitzan Mosery.
What's happening, travelers? Welcome back. Nitzan Mosery, the traveling investor, and I got Tom Zames, philosopher extraordinaire. So before we went to break, I said I have a question, right? It's about something to acquire. I've been dreaming about buying a sailboat.
Ooh.
Okay. And I've been searching for years and years and years. Now I finally found a sailboat that is perfect. This is the kind of sailboat that I trained on in Israel. A Beneteau 35-foot sailboat. It can sleep 6 downstairs, and the guy is an instructor who owns it. He's a broker as well, and he just kept the boat immaculate. Immaculate. Now, I don't have to come out of pocket because the loan that I got is for more than the acquisition of the boat, more than the price of the boat.
Nice.
And it comes out to $500 a month.
Okay.
To own the boat. That's just the loan payment. Okay. Then I have insurance, which is like maybe $200, $300 a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then registration fees, which are also a couple of $100, and that's it. Right. And then the obvious maintenance, which is not much if you maintain the boat. Right. So my dilemma, right? Do I get it? Do I splurge on myself and my family? Do I let ourselves enjoy this?
Yeah.
Or is this a time for contraction because of what's going on in the COVID, in the pandemic, and in the whole world, right? Yeah. So this has been my dilemma, right?
I know the answer.
Do we enjoy this and take it? Because, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I have a friend who owns a boat, not a sailboat, but a bow rider, a nice bow rider, and we take it all over the place. Right. And we just took it to St. John's River and we enjoyed up and down the river. And, so he would be someone that we could take it out with and go to the Bahamas, go to the Keys, go out with the boys on it, and just really enjoyed it. Someone here is asking if I ever owned a boat. I've never owned a boat. I have my skipper's license. I can sail, tankers and whatnot, but I've never owned a boat. I've gone on boats all my life. You need to speak to boat owners before you buy one. Okay, good advice.
So you've been around boats. Though.
I've been around boats for many years.
You know the whole boats, yes. Best day of the life, worst day of the life.
Absolutely, right. And even if I buy it and in a year from now I sell it.
Yeah. Yeah, big deal.
Big deal, right? Because that would cost me, let's say 500 times 12 is $6,000. Let's say $10,000 with everything, right? For a year. That's how much the boat club is. right? It's
Okay.
a little bit less. It's like $7,000 for the year, and then you got to pay for gas and whatever. So roughly here and there, about the same.
I already know the answer, being the claircognizant that I am, but I'm not going to say anything. We'll see what the cards say. I'm sure.
Okay.
They
So
will
do I get a drum
confirm.
roll? Do I get a drum roll?
Drum roll.
Let's pick it.
Ooh, that card. Oh, yeah. I mean,
So this is what I pulled.
Yeah.
Creator.
Yeah. I mean, there's the
Creator.
answer right there,
This is the card.
I mean,
This
come
is
on.
the card that came out.
Come on. Creators don't contract. They do not contract. They expand. There's your answer.
We create, huh? The creator.
Yes.
What do you guys think about this?
Yes.
About this, the creator. Huh?
Absolutely.
What do you think? Tell me your thoughts. I'm looking for feedback here, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you my
So read,
thoughts
man.
while we're
ahead.
waiting.
Go ahead.
So, I mean, this just confirms everything. So, I can get the answer immediately when you ask it, and the answer was yes, that I got, that you should buy this book.
Okay.
And then the more you talked about it, you were lighting up, you were glowing as you were talking about it. It was absolute confirmation for me. And then obviously we see this card, the creator. You mentioned, should I contract and conserve in this time, or should I expand? Well, creators expand. They never contract. They're always expanding. They're creating. And I feel that is the perfect confirmation for you.
Dude, it's amazing, man. This card called me.
Yeah?
Like I put my
No one
hand
ever picks
over.
the last card.
No one ever picks the last
or the
card.
first one.
Right? I was about to pick, and I looked over, and it said, no, me.
Yeah.
And I went and I picked it, and it came out the creator. So
Yeah.
we got people over here saying a boat would, what is this? Follow your soul. Follow your soul. Go for it, man. We have here, a boat would be good at this time because you can go out with family and friends during this
You
time.
might need to escape by sea at some point.
Right?
I'm
Absolutely.
serious.
You deserve to treat yourself. Absolutely. And hear the stories from boat owners before you commit. Yep, I will do that also. Absolutely. What do you guys on Facebook think? So I love it, man.
Yeah.
You see how these cards come out and they just, it's incredible.
You knew the answer though, right?
I knew the answer.
Now that you see that,
Yes,
it's all.
but sometimes you know the answer.
You want confirmation.
You want confirmation.
Absolutely.
You want the universe to tell you.
Yeah.
Go for it. Now,
Yeah.
I still don't know if it's a good call or not a good call, right? That we'll have to find out later on down in the future, right? We'll see if this was a good call or a bad call. We'll be able to make that judgment. But right now, the universe says to me, get the boat, and then we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll be where you need to be. And maybe it'll be a positive thing, for my mentorship classes, my multifamily master class, right, which I started talking about, 6 weeks program where we're going to learn the ABCs of how to buy apartment complexes, how to find the right market, how to analyze the deals, how to close on them, how to raise capital from other people, right, and then how to manage them for profit.
Yep.
Right. So I'm right now, I just finished creating all the slides. My assistant, Julie, she's putting it all together, and it's going to be a 6-week masterclass that you sit. It's going to be videos where I'm going to be talking about it. Then you're going to have homework. And then after that, we'll have a 2-hour conference call, all the students, all the clients, everybody together, and me, and we'll go over everything, and we'll get up, for the next week and so forth.
One big call or
one big call. One big call.
Okay.
Everybody for 2 hours, so everybody can go over the homework and what they did and all that kind of stuff, and questions. And then I'll be able to give you some more homework. You have to go out and finish it and bring it back to school, just like online class. But 6 weeks, and after 6 weeks, you will leave knowing everything you need to know about buying multifamily and raising capital. Okay, so I think this will be good because I'll be able. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. You're right,
man.
I talked about it. I came
your
alive.
Your soul. Yeah. Look at you. You're invigorated.
I love it, man.
Yeah. I'm excited about it.
I told my wife this is one of my dreams.
I'm not even a boat guy. I'm excited for you.
I'm like, this is one of my dreams. It's one thing that I'm looking for, and I think it'll motivate me to go out there and bust my ass even more to make money so that I can afford it. Right.
So look,
that
man, it's like it's one of your dreams, right? So what are you waiting for? You waiting for your last day on earth to enjoy this thing?
No, I want to do it now, man. I just turned 50, right? When else are you going to do
It's
it?
go time.
All right, it's go time.
It's go time.
What do we have here?
We've
People
got
want,
we got some
people-
cards. People see how invigorated you are, and they
Uh-huh.
want a piece of the action.
All right, let's see what do we got here. Would you pull a card from Charles and ask it if it's time to buy a place? If so, in the current state or another one? Okay, from Charles. All right, Charles. All right.
All right.
Let's go.
What states are we talking about here?
Right.
What state are you in, and what would these other states be?
Okay, so that's Charles. And then we have, let's see here. Would you pull a card for Jenny to tell her about the weekend coming? And would you pull a card for Dale? Wants a card to know the outcome of the talk with an associate. Okay, so.
A lot here. There's a lot here.
All right, a lot here.
We're going to get to the bottom of all
and
this.
then we're going to talk about this great topic. Where are the economic opportunities in a post-COVID world? I like that. All right, so Thomas.
All right.
Tomasito.
Who's this for? Is this for?
This is for Charles.
Charles. Charles about the house.
Uh-huh.
I already think I know the answer, but I'm not sure about the state situation.
He was up top.
Okay. Well, I asked him what state. I want to see if he replies.
So Charles,
Louisiana or
Louisiana
Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Oh,
Rock and roll, man.
I just got a jolt for Tennessee, but all right, let's.
This is it right here. He's connecting. He's connecting. You see the connection? Connection comes within the 3 lines of his forehead. All right. There it is. There it is.
Wow.
All right. This is a strong one, my friend. You pulled it. You read it. It's called courage.
See this green screen.
The screen, the green screen. The green screen. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
It's what's this? A daisy.
A
daisy. Oh, there you go. You can see it now. There's a daisy coming up out of the ground. The soil is very dry. It's very stale. Very old soil.
There it is.
Maybe not even fertile.
There it is.
Although this little daisy's popping up, right? So
and it's got the word courage.
It's got the word courage. It's got the word
right.
courage. Now, right away, I knew the answer was yes. That's the time to buy the house. This confirms it. And as far as Louisiana or Tennessee, I got a feeling for Tennessee, but I'm biased because I'm working on a couple deals in Tennessee, so it's on my mind. So I'm not sure if that was.
Well, Tennessee is a good market. Tennessee depends on Tennessee. Nashville is a good market. Chattanooga, those are fairly good markets to be in right now. Memphis is a tough market, so I'd watch out for that. And Louisiana, I would rather you go buy in Tennessee. But yeah, have the courage, right? Have the courage to follow your gut.
And maybe the courage to go to a different state too.
Right. Why Louisiana or Tennessee? Is that a must, or do you just want to because you like those states?
Well, he's in one of those states.
All right. Okay, so that's Charles. Now, Jenny wants to know what's coming up this weekend. All right, so what kind of economic opportunities do we see in a post-COVID world? You know, where do we see it? I see a lot of things going online, right? A lot of things happening online, a lot of people buying and shopping and doing things online. A lot of businesses that can be done online will probably grow and flourish because, you know, like, for example, real estate, you can do real estate online to an extent. You can analyze, you can underwrite, you can check the areas and the comps, and you can make phone calls. What do you think, Doc? What do you think are some economic opportunities in a post-COVID world? I'd like to hear. All right, we're doing Jenny?
Creating, whatever that means to you. That's an opportunity. Always an opportunity to create something you've always been wanting to create, whether it's a short film, write a book, start a school. We all have these little things that we want to do. Everybody's got them. And now's the time. Now's the time.
You know when the right time is to do something?
Now.
It's now.
Yeah.
It's now. It's the here and now, man.
Yeah.
Because we don't live in the future. In the past, well,
There's no such thing other than the now.
There is no such thing as the present.
That's it.
The present time.
Yeah.
All right, so we're doing Jenny.
Jenny, yeah.
Jenny. We'll pull a card for Jenny.
Yeah.
Let me do it. Let's do it. So Jenny wants to know what's going on this weekend.
The weekend.
Right? The weekend. I don't know. What's
Jenny, you
going
looking
on?
to party? You looking to... Oh, she's looking to party.
There's a lot of stress coming your way, or are you worried about the stress on the weekend? Right? Are you juggling all that? Right? So look at the picture carefully. The clown blowing the horn, juggling all of those things on one leg, and what do you got on the bottom over there? You got the monkey with the needle threatening to pop it at any given time. So do you feel stressed, Jenny?
She's looking to have some fun, and the thing I noticed immediately was this guy. He's having fun, He's doing a lot of things. He's got a ball in the air. He might be stressed out. His face is a little red, But he's looking. This guy's looking to party.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's looking to relieve the stress, pop that balloon, and have some fun. So
right. So basically, what it's telling you is don't worry about all those things. Don't worry about the monkey with the pin and whatnot. Whatever's going to happen will happen. Right. Go out this weekend. Have fun, right? You hope your guy is looking to party this weekend. You're thinking about writing a book, but as far as this weekend, I was looking to have some fun. So don't stress out about the book. Don't stress out about anything. Go out and have fun, because just like the boat, for me, this is something that will energize you. This is something that will pick you up so that you can continue with the stress of your day-to-day life, right? Which is writing a book and doing what you need to do. So it's always important to go out and to enjoy yourself. Always. Okay. It should never be a question. Go out, enjoy yourself, put everything aside, as an entrepreneur, as Tom knows, I know, as entrepreneurs, when we go home, our work doesn't stop. It's 24 hours a day. So how do you separate the stress of work and whatnot, and then close that off to have time? You really have to learn how to compartmentalize. And when you're doing this, whatever this is, then it's here and now in the present moment, and that's it. And then when you're done with this and you go on to the next thing, you're on to that only, so that you're not dragging everything with you all the time, so that when you're on this weekend, when you're going out and hanging out, you can enjoy yourself. Leave the stress of writing the book and everything else and whatever you're dealing with at home. One of my mentors, when I was 24 years old, he told me, he goes, you know why cars have windows? So that when we get out, right, we can leave all our shit in the window, in the cars, lock the cars, and like this, when we come back, we can see all our troubles and our problems in the car waiting for us. They'll be stuck to the windows looking for us, right? So when you're going out, throw all your shit in the car, lock it up, leave it there. Go out and have fun. Go out and have fun, right?
I concur.
Excellent. All right, what's next? We have Dale over here, right?
Dale wants to know about a talk with an associate.
Okay. You want to share more information about that? Is it a talk that you're having with a higher associate, a lower associate, equal associate, right?
Did you already have the talk, or are you going to have the talk?
Right. Are you questioning, should you have the talk or not? Right? Share some more information with us. And Jenny, by the way, if your guy is not looking to party this weekend, then leave him home. Go out. Be yourself. Don't stress about his stresses. Don't stress out about what he's thinking and what he's worried about, right? Go out and do your thing. Doesn't mean you got to go out and, make out with other guys and whatnot. But go out, have fun, right? Go out, have fun, and enjoy yourself, right? Because if you're not happy, you can't be happy in that relationship, and you can't be happy writing the book, and you can't be happy doing anything else. You got to take care of yourself, right? Sometimes it seems selfish when we say that we got to take care of ourselves. But as they tell us on an airplane, right? When the masks drop out of the sky into your face, who's the first person you should worry about? You. Because if you're passed out, you can't help anybody out. So if you're suffering and you're stressed, you can't help anybody.
Yeah.
And our goal is to help people, right? All right. So Dale says chain of command is above me. Have not had to talk. Okay. So do they want to talk to you,
They probably don't even know.
or are you the one that is going to instigate and start this conversation with them?
This sounds like an asking.
Are you looking for a raise? Are you asking for a raise, my friend?
He's asking for something.
Mm-hmm.
He's asking for something.
So, and while we're waiting for Dale to respond here, it's a lot of these opportunities, economic opportunities, will probably come on the digital world, the digital side. How can we, right? What are some of the problems that people are going to have moving forward because of this, and how can we help them? And will it be in the digital world, right?
Yeah.
That's something that we have to look at. Okay. So what do you say? I'm the one who's going to have the talk with them. Oh, so, okay. One of two things. Either you want to quit or you're going to ask for more money. And I think you're going.
Or some more, or more liberties. Or both.
Liberty. Give me liberty or give me death. Right?
Yeah.
That was the saying. Today it's give me a mask or I don't know. We won't even go into that.
We don't even need to go into that.
So my boy Tom here, the clairvoyant. Okay.
This card's
I see one screaming at you.
This is it.
This one is screaming at you. Okay.
Oh. Huh.
Okay. It's just about them realizing just what is being done. Oh, so you're having this conflict within you.
Fighting.
You're having this conflict within inside of you. Do I, should I, or shouldn't I? Right? This conflict. Let me ask you something. What is the right thing to do? So you got to ask yourself, what is the right thing to do? What do you see here? See that?
I see, a couple people fighting. This guy's fighting his demons. He's fighting something internally.
Right.
I would say that for you to inquire about it tells me that you definitely need to have this conversation with this person. You wouldn't be asking about it. It's on your mind. It's a nudge, right? So when these things pop up, they're nudges. And when they come up over and over and over again, those are signs that you cannot ignore. So, have the conversation, whatever it is. You need to get this off your chest, and you're going to feel a lot better about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you're struggling with it, if you have the question, should I or shouldn't I speak to them about it, then that's a definite yes, I should speak about it because it's something that is an issue for you.
Yeah.
How they react and what they do about it, that's on them. You have to go with what is right by me, right? What is the right thing to do? And if I don't do this, what will be the ramifications of me not doing it, right? Yeah. And a lot of time, we do things for two reasons. We do things to move towards pleasure or move away from pain, right? So this is probably something that you're trying to move away from pain, from dealing with it, right? So
speak from the heart too.
Yes. And if I may make a recommendation when you're speaking, speak in the I format, right? I feel and I am and this is what I see and this is how I think and never you, right? Because when you say you're putting the other person, other party in a defense mode, right? But when you're going, listen, this is how I feel about what I've seen going on, and I think that this is something that needs to be done, not by you, but by management, right? Because again, it's not you, right? And I understand that this is something that I need to say and I need to be heard, and I understand, right? So it's all about I. That way they will never get defensive, and you can say, hey, I never said it was about you. I said these are the issues that I have that I see going on, and this is maybe something that I need to see resolved and so forth, right?
And
it's happening, Mark.
Tell them that not listening is not an option.
Exactly.
It's not an option this time.
Exactly.
And if they're not listening, then I think that's a cue to you that you need to make other arrangements.
No doubt this is going to happen. It is a matter of them listening this time. So, this card, the fighting card, could be something that says that there might be a struggle here, right? And that's why I came back and I mentioned the proper way of conversing, of going about this situation would be with the I. So if you want them to listen, don't say you, right? Don't put them on the defensive, because once they're on the defensive, they've stopped listening to you and they're defending themselves, right?
Yeah.
So you say, listen, I would really like to say something, and maybe you can start out with a couple of positive items. I really appreciate this has been going on. I really appreciate what this has been going on. I see there's a nice change for the good in this, however you want to, whatever it is. And then say, I would also like to now mention a couple of issues that I see and I have, and I. That way they will listen. And if you're able to have an open communication with them, after you're done talking, you can say, would you mind repeating what I said so that I know that you understood me and I was heard properly, because I definitely do not want any miscommunication or misunderstandings here, right? Something to think about. What's happening, Mark? How you doing? How's your family? How's everybody? How's your daughter? Hope all is well.
Sound advice.
Right?
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Because there might be some fighting. Right? There might be some fighting, and there might be some internal fighting that goes on within you that you might want to explode on them and do all that kind of stuff. Just breathe. Breathe. And if you notice the two people up on this corner, right? They're made from clouds. They're fighting, right? But they're like the clouds. What do clouds do? Clouds come and they leave. So that's how this notion is, or maybe this feeling that you have of unsettledness will be. And you know what? This may be a very positive situation, right?
Yeah. I think this is going to work out good.
This might be positive. Just because this card looks mean and hard, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be mean and hard, right? Because you got the clouds up here, right? And it just goes. This is something that might be internally, and don't project your angst and whatnot onto them.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if the conversation goes well or not, because even if it doesn't, it's still going to go well for you, regardless of the outcome, because you might move on to a new situation, and a better situation.
Absolutely.
That you wouldn't have moved on to if you're caught in this fear of having a conversation with this person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody else want us to pull a card for you? So let me talk now a little bit about, we got a few minutes, this week we were supposed to close on what?
I'll just say you got a nice tan.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It looks good. Huh?
That's good.
But in 9 days, I was supposed to close on a 48-unit apartment complex.
Okay.
And this huge lender, that if I say the name, anybody involved in the industry will know who they are. 3 weeks before, because this happened 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks before, it actually happened on my birthday, so maybe not even 3 weeks, maybe a week and a half ago. They called us and they said, listen, we are changing our terms. We're not going to give you 75% loan to value. We're going to give you 65% loan to value.
Ooh,
and blah, 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 blah. And we said, why? They said, well, someone told us that the military presence in the property is 30%. We said, well, okay, look at the rent roll. It shows 7%.
Yeah.
And as you know, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right? They said, well, there's another application that was submitted back in February. We said, we didn't submit an application, so just throw that out. Who cares? Yeah. And they said, no, well, the income and blah, blah, blah. We said, well, the income is right there. It is what it is. So they were just jerking our chain. Now we moved to another brokerage company that I've been dealing with, who does this, and they already have all my info and whatnot. But it just goes to show you that no matter how close you get to the finish line, if you don't cross the finish line, you're not done.
No, not until the ink's dry. Even then, it might not be done.
Even then, because you can sign the closing statement, you can mail it in, right? You can email it, right? The title company gets it. Everybody gets it. And, well, the lender hasn't wired the funds yet. Well, why not? Oh, we don't know. Well, now you got to wait till tomorrow. Now they got to issue another one and another one. So whenever you're dealing with stuff like this, you always got to have a backup plan, right? Even though, you're going forward with this, you got to have a backup plan. You got to have your A, B, C, D, all the way to Z backed up. So, because shit will always go sideways.
Always.
It doesn't matter what. It will always go sideways.
Yep.
You pray for it not to, but you plan for it to, right? And I have my oh shit rule, right? You're allowed to say oh shit 3 times when something bad happens.
Right.
And so I said, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I said, okay, boom, let's call my guy. Let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. Now, this other company that we went to first, they're giving us issues because they did all the third-party reports. They did all of that crap.
Yeah.
And now they don't want to release them to the new lender.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So now we're dealing with that. So, when you're in this business long enough, as you know, you see everything.
Tell them to close on the 75% then.
We told them. They said no. They said they're going to do 65, and at 65, it throws all the numbers off.
Unreal.
So it's just and you can't let these things affect you personally, right? Because then your health deteriorates, then you're stressed, and you're bringing that home and so forth, right? Like we talked about earlier, you got to compartmentalize.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to leave it behind.
You got to leave it behind.
You can't let it seep into every aspect of your life because it'll drag you down and beat you up.
What are some of the things that you do that you can share to help compartmentalize and not bring over, the vibe, the energy, the mood from work to personal life when you're dealing with it? What do you do that you make the switch? Is there something that you do? You go for a ride, you do something. What is it?
Yeah. You gotta be aware of it, right? You don't want to take it home to your family. You don't want to bring it around other people. So there's many things you can do. One of them is it's just simple. Take some deep breaths and meditate for 5 minutes. You just got to clear this energy somehow.
What do you mean by meditate? Because everybody has a different idea of meditating.
Meditating is whatever you want it to be. That could be sitting there with your eyes closed, thinking about beautiful women, naked women. It could be watching, cars pass by in a trance. Looking at a flame is very hypnotic. And you don't have to focus on anything. It could be guided. You could go find a nice guided meditation on YouTube, right? Just something to where you can focus on your breath a little bit, or you can just simply focus on your breath, right? 4 seconds in, hold for a couple seconds, 4 seconds out. You do that 5 or 6 times. It takes your mind off of things.
That's right.
Slow down.
Do
anything that puts you in a good mood. Anything at all that puts you into a good mood. Anything, whatever that is.
I like to shake, because I can visualize shaking all that negativity and all that stress and all that bullshit out, and I just you kind of just wipe it off of you. Right. It's vibrationally, it works.
It works.
Energetically, it works. And your mind. You're kind of like, all right, I'm getting it out, and I envision a little black hole. And I throw everything into that black hole, and then I close that black hole up, and it disappears.
I love it. Visualizing stuff like that works, right? You picture it disappearing. Another thing I like to do is it's good for your lymph and your lymphatic system. You just kind of do this all over. All over, right? And you do this, so your legs, your back, whatever. You do that for a couple of minutes, man, you feel alive.
You do.
You feel alive.
You do. You feel great. You feel great, Shaking does that. Jumping does that, right? Just sprint for 10 seconds. Right? Get that blood moving, right? And because we're all frequencies. Right? Slower negatives, slow vibrations, they move slower, they move slowly, and they, right? Higher vibrations, right? When you're dancing, it's so difficult to be sad when you're dancing. Right, even if you're dancing to like this drama,
you can't. It's impossible.
The energy just picks you up, and you're motivated. And not motivated. You're just blood is pumping, and your energy is vibing, right? So just do all that. All right, we got less than a minute going on. I want to thank everybody on Facebook and here on W4CY for being with us. Let us know. Hit us up on Facebook. Hit us up here. Go to my YouTube channel, The Traveling Investor. Subscribe, like, share the love. My goal is to make enough money to build a school so that we can really educate our children to become millionaires and entrepreneurs and leaders of our communities and whatnot, and not just another bog in the wheel.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Nitzan Moser, the traveling investor. This is my boy, Tom Zames, philosopher extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire.
And this is the Traveling Investor Show. We wish you well, and we'll see you somewhere on Spaceship Earth next week. Take care.
You're listening to The Traveling Investor on W4CY Radio. Please take a moment to listen to the sponsors who have a secret message just for you. Don't leave. The best is yet to come. The Traveling Investor will be right back.
I wanna be rich. Oh, I wanna be rich.
Wow, what a great show. Are you excited to learn the untold secrets of how to get wealthy? Then tune in next Thursday and every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern right here on W4CY Radio. You too can learn how to become a traveling investor. If you missed any part of this episode or want to hear it again, go to the Traveling Investor podcast on iHeartRadio. You can listen to all past episodes on demand 24/7. Next week's episode will take us somewhere new and exciting, so don't miss it. Thank you for listening.
I wanna be rich. Oh, I wanna be rich.